Hello, Teld here. So just bringing some video today to show a few matches from our latest Brawl League. So the stipulations that were selected this week ended up creating a bit of a toxic metagame. So two stipulations individually are ones I was really excited to play. There's the pacifism stipulation, which would prevent you from attacking with your creatures. Presumably this would mean that you would still have creatures in your deck. You would just be using them for value or for repeated damage. So something like Thermo Alchemist could have shined in this environment. The other stipulation was the Creatureless stipulation, which is that every card in your main deck had to be a non-creature spell and your commander had to be a creature. This one created a bit of a problem when combined with the other one, because this one, my intent when I submitted it was that people would play creature tokens, right, to attack with. And so, you would be able to play, for example, some of the cards I'm playing, like Serpentine Curve, as threats, but you could also play Hordeling Outburst or other aristocracy style cards, and it would create just a different deck building restriction. The problem is these two together create this really toxic metagame where basically the only viable game plan is to create these very slow, grindy decks and try to kill your opponent that way. Some people tried to experiment with non-blue decks, but I think in this format, you had to play blue because you weren't allowed to attack. There was no way to pressure your opponent. And some people were trying these kind of value green piles or these more bird-oriented plans, but without access to some of the creatures that could assist with that, it felt like they were really, really coming short. The blue cards just traded so efficiently and were able to then generate card advantage. What I ended up figuring out was early in the format, people were just assuming that Quasar, the Esper card from SNC, was going to be the best deck to give you access to the most colors, good cards overall. The problem is that Quasar's effect is fairly slow. It's when you draw a card, you drain one from your opponent. And so you could let a Quasar sit in play for 8 turns, 10 turns, 15 turns, and it not matter, right? You would still be able to win the game because your opponent wasn't getting any further ahead. They were just slowly draining you out in most cases. Where me and the other finalist figured out was that by having card advantage from your command zone with something like Johann, you were able to break the parity of this environment. So Johann allowed me to play spells to the top of my library, which allowed me to generate more card advantage in the face of these other control decks. And I'm already playing all the good blue value cards, the good blue counter magic. I think there's a few changes I would make having played it out. I think I could have done to have even more counter spells. Pretty much your best draws always involved having a bunch of counter spells and some card draw to catch up afterwards. One of the other reasons that having card advantage out of your command zone was really, really handy was the impact of a card called Thought Distortion in this format. Thought Distortion is 4 black for a sorcery that can't be countered and exiles all non-creature spells from your opponent's hand and graveyard. Essentially, it always just made your opponent discard their entire hand except for lands. This Mind Twist S effect was just brutal in a lot of the games we saw it in. And having a card like Johann or Doug's Tatiova would allow you to recover from getting Thought Distortioned in a way that the Quasar decks really could not. Additionally, the Quasar deck's win conditions were extremely slow. They took an immense amount of time, and they also felt like they ended up taking up a lot of their mana in critical portions of the game. My win conditions, on the other hand, probably just as slow as the Quasar decks, but when I won the game, it was instantly. So, for the most part, there was one exception. My win conditions were either to use Gandalf's Sanction or to combine one of these cards here with one of these cards here and fling a 30-point, monster at my opponent's face, which is how I won. The other game was, the other way to win was Fiery Inscription, which allowed me to do 2 damage for every instant sorcery. So I would just cast, 15 spells and kill them. Of my 3 matches, these all came up. They were all relevant at different portions of the game, sort of. But by the time you get to the win condition portion of this game, like, it didn't really matter. These are just the ham sandwiches you win with. I'm uncertain if this full package was necessary, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't get milled out or lose an important card to a thought distortion and not be able to win the game. So I did opt to include all of the cards that could win the game. Beyond that, I mean, we're mostly just playing a ton of card filtering and card draw, lots of powerful card advantage tools, practical research, treasure cruise, lore reveal, boon to the wish giver. All these cards could just like draw a ton of cards later into the game. We had cards like Bond of Insight and Shreds of Sanity to buy back our win condition. And these cards kind of ranged in value from like kind of a draw 2 or cycle type card into literally double demonic tutor, depending on the state of the game we were in. So again, I think I would make a couple of small changes here and there to fit in a couple of more pieces of counter magic. But overall, I was really, really happy with the way this deck played. I think I read the metagame appropriately. I cut back on the number of cards that would give you incidental life gain. I'm only playing Candy Trail and Pristine Talisman for that, as well as a couple of gain lands. The thing is that the dogged pursuits and quasas of the world just didn't really threaten your life total in such a way that was meaningful. And so you could sit with those in play for 8, 10, 15 turns sometimes, again, and just not really care. So yeah, other than that, I had a few tutors here and there that were available at this common and uncommon restriction. And this deck was just doing the thing this format wanted to do. It grinded card advantage really well. It stopped my opponent from anything that actually mattered, and then would win the game in a single turn where I could overload my opponent's resources, or having drained them out of resources through all the other cards we played, set up spots where they had limited ways to actually interact with our win condition. So hope you enjoyed the games. I apologize in advance that they are all 30 minutes long and extremely grindy. So if you're into that sort of thing, maybe you'll enjoy this. Either way, next week we will have a much easier stipulation to get more matches, I'm sure. We're doing tiny leaders plus uncommonly good, so everybody's decks will be 3 or less CMC and all uncommons. So thanks for joining me again. Hope you enjoyed this. All right, so we're on the draw. Let's see here. Could take a free mulligan, but we have 3 lands. We have some interaction. I mean, I guess on the draw, like, we could keep this. That being said, I mean, I sort of want to look for a counter. All right. Not in love with this, but I'm not going to go to 6. This is worse than our previous hand, which was the risk. That being said, this impulse should help us find a 3rd land. We just want to spend our early turns finding lands here. Yeah, I think we're just going to take an island here. Hopefully we can find another land. Okay. We can use this to fix our draw, potentially. Sanctum of Calm Waters. We're going to Sinister Sabotage this to spend our mana, I think. All right, this gives me 2 more looks. If I bend this, I get 1 more look. Let me keep this on top and then use it to try to find another land. Gross. Okay, this gives us another look. All right, so now he can resolve Carmella and get a mana advantage, but Carmella doesn't draw cards, so that's not the end of the world. We don't have really a way to get it off the table. We've obviously been great to have found that land on the first shot. So I guess if we had been that, we still would have had a land. We would have had a land last turn, right? So the be able to dig one card deeper did in fact find us the land because it took all of our resources to do so. So still correct, even if it feels bad. It's just very important in these early turns to try to do our best to hit our land drops. Like honestly, I might tap out for bats on this turn, just to make sure we can keep hitting them. I don't really need this fling. I've got 3 of them in my deck. I wonder if he's just deciding if he wants to cast his commander or if he wants to do something else. He does cast Cormella. I can't answer it immediately. Not really looking to get Johan to play this early. It's possible I should be playing more lands too. I'm not playing that many lands because I'm playing such a high density of cycling effects, but it's also possible that I should just play more lands. Because I really just want to hit land drops for like the first, 8 turns of the game. So I probably am playing like 1 to 2 fewer lands than I need to. Okay, he's back in. Cool. Appear to have been a bit of a glitch there. Right, yeah. That song, sure. Yep. Basically, we're just gonna wait to play our commander until we have all the mana in the world. We just want to keep trading resources here, and then our commander should get us ahead. Basically, we want to get a turn where we can get our commander down, protect our commander, and then generate commander advantage from the card. Generate card advantage from the command zone. Lonely Sandbar, perfect. I guess the question is, do I want to resolve Bat Song? I don't think I do. I think we're just going to play this. We're just going to pass with counter spells up. I'll let him get his 2-for-1 off the Bat Song, put his cards back in his library if he wants. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this fling back in my deck too. I think I'm going to seek new knowledge if he doesn't do anything. I'm going to put, this is taking kind of taking a turn off, but really just don't want to be able to free resolve cards here. I've got Change the Equation plus Urtai score in here this turn, so. Let's extract, may choose a creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. So he could take my bats on, but if I do this. Okay, so he discards a card from his hand. And then he memory leaks me. And I think we're just going to Urtai score in that. This puts me up to... Well, hold on. I don't have any lands in my graveyard. I'd have to lose 6 spells for the purposes of Seize the Storm. All right, well, let's do this with Serpentine Curve. This is 8 mana, so I'd have 3 available. I really want to keep hitting my land drops. Well, it's not great. I was not expecting to miss a land drop after I drew 3 cards. All right, so he gets a huge mana advantage here. Card back to back. Some mana. Odd distortion. All right, we lose the game. Okay. Okay. If he's got a removal spell for our Johan, we're probably just dead here. Okay. Sure. Like Heartfire or something. Yep. Supposed to do this. Oh, I stacked these wrong, didn't I? I kind of stacked these wrong. All right. So I basically am going to need Serpentine Curve to win. Syncopate's like the worst counterspell out to my deck. I mean, so this upcoming turn, I can cast Johan and then like crash through. Not amazing. It is something. Collector's Vault, Giant Pain. Lee, okay. Sure. I don't know what we're doing with that. Oh no! Oh man. 1 mana short? Really? It's very lame. Okay. Okay, so we'll recast Johan here. Star crash through. Play a tap land? I doubt he's going to use all of his mana on a given turn here. Let's do this. Alright, keep making land drops. Mela, sure. Okay, this is illegal action. All right. All right, hopefully that doesn't make a big difference here, but that was an illegal game action. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, there's Serpentine Curve. we're gonna do this. And then I can't free cast the Lorien Revealed. Okay. Alright. So now unless he finds another exile effect for our Serpentine Curve, we should be able to set up a win. Because from here I can just kind of like play it slow. We do have to watch out for like a literal thought distortion. If that's he's gonna thought distortion once again. Okay, that's probably game. Okay. Man, we drew our Serpentine Curve, and then immediately he draws that. Or he hits that combo. That sucks. Okay. Can I do better than that? Okay, so we're probably gonna lose this game. I guess there's the non-zero chance that we're able to like cast 10 spells or whatever before he does. It's just very, very unlikely though. At some point he's gonna draw some action here. This.
the day.
Yep. What a weird game. I'll draw this because we know it's live. Okay. Land, sure. You can go 1, 2, potentially crack Candy Trail for no life. We are ahead in the race. At the moment, we got this Arcane Infusion as well. So that being said, this is a weird game. All right. Oh, what if he just doesn't have any action left? Guess we crack this, right? Let's draw a card for our Johan. Strategic planning. Oh, I can't cast that because it's sorcery, sure. Contested game ball. That's what he used. Oh crud. I actually think I want the Thought coming here. Maybe I don't. Well, I've got Johan plus more cards. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this actually. This is what I meant. I've got more card draw. Okay. Well, after all my complaining, I guess we're winning. We would actually just beat a third Thought Distortion here. Just kind of a wild thing to say. Yep, a little late for that. Wow. What a weird game. That double Thought Distortion trick was very, very cool, though. I mean, miserable, but cool nonetheless. Like, I gotta give him credit for doing it. Harold's a good guy. Yep. All right, so let's get back. All right. Non-creature, non-land, so that player's hand and graveyard. I think I'm just gonna counter this. TBH. Actually, if we just do this. Let's see if we win on the stack. Well, okay, Johan drew me like 15 cards. Cool. Okay, so this was one of the first real matches I played in this Brawl League. So I'll try to record what I can. I don't know if I'll get all of them. I think I played one other game. Okay, so let's see here. His hand doesn't really do much, but it's got lands and spells. Alright, so I have an answer to the first Dina. Alright, let's keep it. Alright. Land go. Land go. Alright. Ooh. I'm just gonna fire this off now. This. Cast, consider, and I'll draw an op, sure. That's fine. You could just cast Dina here. Bag, sure. Great. Player pulls 4 cards, that player being me. Right, there's a multicolor spell. So we could map the maze. And get back a consider. Right. Wait, enter graveyard when you cast this, then return a multicolor. Okay, actually, so we would do this the opt. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do here. Ooh, actually we do it with the fight with fire. That makes more sense to me. We'll make our fight with fire a little more expensive. It's gonna basically tap us out to play it anyways. All right. At some point, this fight with fire will generate us a little extra value. We'll fire up this opt. Soul Steeper, sure. So we'll just kill this turn. We'll start looking for an extra removal spell. Mr. Sabotage. Actually, we'll keep that. Pretty good. Cast the copy. We're gonna get punished a little bit here because we need to use a removal spell. I guess we can wait a turn. I can just cast a strategic planning or like an opt this turn. Consider. I like that. I like just considering. Oh, we also are a little light on blue mana though. I mean, that being said, the negate also works, so we could just play the strategic planning here. Cast that. And find ourselves a Dispel or a Worry Disruption. I think we'll take a Worry Disruption here. Alright. So we might let him sit with this Dina and play for a turn or two. I've got some counter magic, so it's not that bad. He's a little ways away from Thought Distortioning us. Five spells in our graveyard. Eric writes. Sacrifice creature, you can draw a card. Okay. Pristine Talisman, that's a decent draw. Dina? Sacking Wilt? Okay, sure. Assuming that means he has another removal spell for this Pristine Talisman, right? Because otherwise that's going to offset some of what he's doing. Gain life each one life, sure. So Next turn, we can fight with fire plus hold up like a wire disruption and negate type thing. I think I will negate that. Or sabotage it and guarantee we draw a land. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Actually, I guess I could just pitch this invade the city. I like that. Yeah, just pitch invade the city here. It's not necessary for our current game plan. Just do that. Life. Alright, lightning strike. So there's another answer to Dina. We just pass again. With the lightning strike, I don't even have to worry. The fight with fire. I guess I can play the wire disruption as a land here, just in case we get thought distortion. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with. Guess we could do this. Yeah, I guess we'll do this just to keep tying up his mana. Sure. Okay. Deal. End turn. And hopefully we don't just get thought distortion on turn 6. That would be annoying. If you recast Dina, we just lightning strike into the end phase. Dina here. Just making Dina expensive and annoying to cast. They're down on cards here, but we've also... Okay, Wash Away's great. Cast you on here, maybe. Actually, I guess we just resolve the Bat Song here. Seems good enough. Try to make sure we hit our land drop. Okay, we do. Alright. Cool. We'll wash away his Dina if he casts it again. That lets us also hold up a Sinister Sabotage. It's really exciting gameplay. Our set's good. Gravitic Punch is also pretty good. Gravitic Punch. That means I would only have 2 mana next turn, huh? Instead, I could cast this. That leaves me with 4, so I can still do the same line of play if I want. Instead, what are we holding up here? I don't actually know. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think he has Thought Distortion, or else he would have just Thought Distortion to me. Maybe he was letting it resolve so that so that I don't get to recoup cards. Yeah. Okay, if he's got Thought Distortion, I'm kind of in a rough spot, so I think I'm just supposed to get the stars into play. I don't love it, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and cast Narset here.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
Yeah, we'll take our 2 for 1 here. About Sax Planeswalker. Am I willing to fight over that? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm willing to fight over that, sure.
before action.
All right, Lazatep Blading gives us an out to Thought Distortion. Keep on grinding this game out. All right, so when I put cards back in my deck, I guess I'm going to put back Narset, Founding. Probably put back Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, I guess I only have 2 islands in play. Maybe I don't want third. Maybe I don't want Mystic Sanctuary here. Just sure. All right, he keeps the cards flowing. Getting close to where I want to deploy my Johan. Like, yeah, we're gonna negate that. Nice. Okay, so Narset. We'll add back Founding. Mystic Sanctuary. Want to add back anything else? I think I want to add back Negate. I might draw that again. Tempted to do mapping. Those are all really good draws. Alright, we'll just cast Johan here. Well, actually, we'll do it this way. Spell Snare seems good. Could also be Impulse. I guess we'll do Impulse, actually. I've got 3 counters. I've got so multiple counters. Alright, we'll just pass now. If he kills Johan, he kills Johan. Burden. That's fine. Gotta fight through these somehow. That's a card draw here. Also Candy Trail is fine. Candy Trail is fine. Alright, so if I cast Johan, that puts me down to this. I'm okay. Oh, I've already played a land this turn. I guess we're gonna bottom then. All right, so that's 8, 5. Faster. What a thrilling. Dina. This. Oh, Boone is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. Wash this away. Oh, you left that in the graveyard? Oh. Okay. All right. Sure. Exile Dina. Okay, sure, that makes sense. Yep. Don't want to stack anything on top. Shit. Ooh, wait. Ooh, I could use this Mystic Sanctuary to set myself up with a... Like, put Sinister Sabotage on top, or Wash Away on top, and then play Johan. So that would take up 6 mana. So I'd still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available, 6 available. So I could still negate Lazatep plating plus 2 mana counter. So if I put Wash Away on top. Yeah. Life totals getting wild. What are we at on fling status? 11? Okay, Avril. Yeah, kind of gotta kill that. Fire this off from the top. Swarm. Negate that. Got another removal spell, that's fine. We just keep playing the waiting game. Yep. Triumph, sure. Fan zone. Keep finding cards. This is a yeah. Mob's almost out of gas though. He just is running very low on cards. We still got plenty of action. Once I hold this Lazatep plating and don't flub this up, we should be okay. I don't need much red, need mostly blue. Stamia's Epiphany here, find some more counter magic. None of this is counter magic. I'm gonna leave this here in case, let's see. This is fine. All this is actually fine, but it's none of it's counter magic, which is a little annoying. I don't want both of these for sure. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I don't think I'm afraid of any permanents Mop has. I guess I'll leave one just in case though. This kind of lets me protect my Johan. Yeah, we'll do this. And then I'm just gonna stack this here. My Marset. 6 mana.
Focused and disciplined, encounter encounter no obstacles.
Dig for some more counter magic. I don't really care if
Just the
okay,
trick
that's
for
cool,
this.
sure. Alright, so now I want to leave 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we'll just hold all this. Yeah, just basically trying to put myself in a spot where I could counter magic anything that's a Thought Easy effect, and then last attempt plating to block a Thought Distortion. Do I actually care about that? Gaining 1 life a turn, we're at 32. But then he starts gaining 2 life a turn. I don't think I actually care. I'm just gonna blink of an eye that, I think. Long goodbye. Guess I'll blink of an eye that. That's probably better, right? Okay. Sure. Fury, yeah, we'll keep this. Alright, that gets us our combo. Get all sanction. That'll be good for the if he ever taps out on Dina. Alright, let's go. Suspend this. This.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers. Meditate and prepare.
Use, yeah. I have that much in my graveyard that I actually want to exile. I'll take Seeking Knowledge. I'll take Seeking Knowledge. Right. Like to continue passing the turn. Does not appear to be interested. Go. I'll keep one of these. Actually pretty cool cycling through some of these cards. So let's discard. And I'll sanction. And draw cards. Knowledge. Just trying to build up my serpentine curve at the moment. Add to my library. Mana. No, nothing I want to cast. Well, pieces of the puzzle. Get a lot of insight and saw it coming. All right, do we just go for this? Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, like one more turn, I guess. Oh wait, 4 and 3. So if we get to this over, there's no reason to rush this though. Out of our hand. sorcery. Yes.
Keep an open mind.
I guess I got punished for doing that, actually. Yep. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Discard a card. Discard Thirst, I guess. Alright, so now barring something crazy, we should win on our next turn. Because I will Serpentine Curve into Cosmos Fury. Very weak. I do care about that. Where is my counter spell? Spot coming. Exile. I think we might be playing too many combo pieces. I might be up like one. If I could rebuild this deck, I probably would not have played the Fling itself. Okay. Gain 1 life. Okay, sure. Let's cycle this. Island. Alright, so just looking to put a bunch of cards in our graveyard for cheap. Pieces is fine, I guess. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got a 34 pointer. He has no creatures to sack. All right, we're just gonna go for it. Okay, whew. Long game. All right, GG mop. So this appears to be the finals for our Brawl League. I only played like 3 matches.
There she is. She's primed and ready.
Most people just seem to concede. Like most people decided they didn't want to play this stipulation. So me and Doug are playing for the bragging rights. We've already figured out what our next stipulation is going to be. It's not as crazy. All right, hand's pretty good. Yeah, we keep Elite on Campus. We'll go turn 2 into Arcane Signet Candy Trail. Look for a counter spell here. I think I have to keep a land on top, huh? Yeah, I guess we keep a land on top. I think it's not great, but it's what it is.
This is bad. Losing the draws.
I think I'm just gonna fire.
Losing the die roll is like a death sentence in this. I feel like.
I think I'm just gonna fire on here.
And you had the Arcane Signet. It's pretty shit.
I can, yeah. Arcane Signet with my My one of mana rock on the play against your deck that has very little removal seems like a good place to be.
Yeah, I mean, if I had Tenris Transformation there or something, it would be so fucking good. I'd probably win.
You might, yeah. I knew I was taking a risk because I know you've got a couple of aura-based removal spells, but it felt like the upside was pretty...
Oh, and those removal spells, I mean, they just beat you. I mean, they just turn your commander into a 1/1 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to just pass here. I could fire off this Deduce.
This is gonna be a long one. Because it's not like, you know.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna fire off this Deduce, actually.
Like I'm dead. Yeah. Let's just... Yep.
That seems fine.
Okay.
Ooh, no green source. Okay. Sure. I have to burn through these counter spells one way or another. It looks like he had a counter heavy hand. We did not, so. Go ahead and crack this so we can draw a land. It's not great. Alright. That's in turn. Founding Riddle. That's fine. Not actually up that many cards, but it's okay for now. Okay, now. Tested game ball. Yeah, that sucks. That's gonna give him some cards for sure. We could. I kind of want to hold this though. Yeah, I think let's go. Treasure Cruise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not yet. Really need to find some counter magic here, though.
This is fun.
So very fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. This is gameplay.
Yeah, I just have to let this resolve. Eventually, he's gonna find a green source. All right, there's his green source. Oh wait. Oh,
This card's so good in this
no,
format.
no, actually, I guess he's gonna probably exile 3 cards from my graveyard.
Don't you think?
That's pretty good.
Isn't that pretty fucked up?
Yeah. Okay. So it does. It's still a green source. Yeah. Okay.
What's its face is also really good too. The Bajuka Bog. I got bogged a couple of times and it felt like pretty debilitating, you know.
Keep making him use counter spells here. That's unfortunate. Drawing double, like both of the card advantage generating counter spells this early into the game seems like a pretty good place to be.
Yes, I agree. And Game Ball. Game Ball's so good. Game Ball's just better Mace Mind Top.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Hopefully he doesn't have like another counter spell. Okay, we'll get negate.
What is this card? Oh, solve the equation. Okay.
We're just getting a counter spell though. A washout, I think.
Yeah, I was actually really scared because I didn't have green mana, but Pit of Offerings is
my hand has been terrible. It started out pretty good, and then I've just drawn like
Mhm.
pretty awfully. I've missed on Johan like 5 turns in a row.
sure.
Your hand having game ball plus double dismiss type effect is just like
Sure.
very hard to win here. I mean, the game isn't anywhere near ending, so I'm not gonna freak out about it. But it is unfortunate because I didn't get to leverage a big advantage in the early game like I was hoping to with got Johan on turn 3. And so this means he's got counter magic too. We're drawing a land, which is pretty unfortunate. Jeffrey's tutelage. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Actually, this is not bad though, right? We actually are okay with him milling us here. Okay, sure. Pristine Talisman. Nothing to do here.
Johan's definitely not as good as like Tatiova in terms of like card advantage for sure.
I agree.
Because it's like, you know what I mean? But it's still pretty good. He's definitely a good card for this format.
3. So we could go exile 5, draw 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Shreds of Sanity gets us back. This puts us down to discard a card.
You're such a good kitty. Nice. Yeah.
Alright, Pristine Talisman here is such a bad draw too. Oh man. Okay, I guess we're just passing again. And we're just like hoping to draw out of this. If he doesn't do anything again, we can invert invent. Yep. That happened. Okay. We're gonna cast this actually. First. This. So basically we're trying to get to an end game where we can buy back our fling probably. Means we have to fight over Soul Guide Lantern and Tatiova. Which is pretty unfortunate. He doesn't know we don't have anything but this washout though, so. At least make him use his mana. I'm gonna fire this off to try to find what I'd be looking for. Dispel exactly. Yeah, maybe that doesn't work. Being said, we're still gonna do it because my find is. Does he have his own dispel? He doesn't have anything crazy here. Yep. That sucks. All right, so now we'll kill Tati over here. Draw another counter spell, which is nice. All right, cast this. Cast this. Alright. So start with the lands and Candy Trail. Right, so I guess any other cards. There's no other enchantments. Let's see, what cards left? So or Warrior Disruption. Planning.
Yep. That's the card everybody said was fine.
Alright. Passing it back. Basically, our goal is to get to a point where we just have a bunch of counter spells in hand. Sure.
That is really, really, really good.
Fire this off. Yova. You probably die.
Oh, my phone's at 1%. Hang on. I gotta plug my phone in. Quick, quick, quick. Fair card to cast.
Guys, got treasuries.
We're smoking when they said no, we shouldn't ban this. It's so absurd to me. Absurd.
Yeah, draw not the best here. Been sitting on this invert or the invert vent and the okay. Oh. Have to somehow win this fight over a deck that plays just as much card advantage and counter spell as us. I don't really know if that's possible. We'll see. We'll see. Right. We shuffle that away. Wait, 4, 5, 6. No.
Oh, so there's Flank and Fury in the graveyard? I wonder if you're on.
I still have ways to win.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm sure you do.
flashing this back.
I mean, I don't feel great about having to play tutelage against you as a win condition, but it is what it is. You know, like, it is what it is. I get to the flashback spell, experimental overload deck, like, you know, not really what I want to be doing, but, you know, it is what it is.
Try to slam that through. I don't think it's likely to work.
39 cards left in deck?
I'm gonna do this. He has 3. This is rough. Don't think we just have to be pressuring him with our cards. I'm just gonna force him to burn a counter spell out of his hand, and then he's gonna get to pop off. I've been at such a disadvantage for most of this game here, just like missing on Johan.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, I think I just whiffed on Johan too many times.
Yeah. Upset is bad.
Ready over, yup. And sure. Alright, so yeah, we're probably dead here. This format a lot harder when you don't draw any counter magic for the first like 5 turns. Oh, we're still just whiffing on Johan here. Okay, so we're just gonna do. Oh God. America. All right. Kick fires. Punch. Okay. There's another part of the combo. 5, 6, 7. I need like a million mana to do that though. 5. Alright, resolve this. Counter target enchantment, sure. Oh, whoops. Alright. Teach by example is terrible. Probably just should not be in my deck. I assumed it would be good at some point, but it's just been really, really bad. Okay, I now have the full combo sitting in my graveyard.
I see this. That's pretty funny. It is a lot of mana.
Oh yeah, it's way more mana. Like, I'm probably almost certainly gonna be decked out, which is kind of hilarious given that we're playing a 100-card format.
Oh, I've decked everybody out. That's how I win. That's my only way to win.
Literally cannot. literally am not able to hit off Johan, apparently. It's apparently illegal for me to hit off my Johan. Crazy thing is I'm whiffing this many times with you milling me for 2 cards, like multiple cards a turn to give me multiple looks.
Yeah, that is kind of weird because you get like multiple looks at it.
All right, I think we have to go for it here. I assume this is getting countered. Yeah, sure. I think we're died. So we've got Gravitic Punch, that's 4. Curve is 4. I guess we just have to go for the fling combo, right? Oh crap. Are we gonna steal the game?
Oh, I see. Okay. I think that kills me. I don't have any counter spells in my hand whatsoever.
Oh, are we?
Oh my god, I won. Or I didn't win. No, I think this wins because I drew this. Right?
God bless!
That-
Oh my god, that's what you just drew?
Yeah.
Oh, I get a copy!
But don't you just get to do it to the 4? Okay.
Oh! Oh, yes!
I'll apply it later.
Wait, if I let the teach by example.
If you let it resolve, I think you would have won. Because if I would have gotten the copy, I would have made the copy. Oh my god! Holy crap!
No, I don't think it I don't think so. I don't think it lets. Like, if you copy it, I don't think it lets.
Doesn't the copy go on the stack though?
What?
Doesn't the copy go on the stack?
Yeah, yes, it would have gone on as a separate effect.
I didn't know how it worked.
Separate spell. Needed to let one more thing resolve. Oh wow.
Oh man, what a game! What a game! Milled got my combo back. Realized that you were like, I kind of just assumed you had a counter spell. So then I saw the Gandalf Sanction sitting on top, and had that teach with by example sitting in my hand the whole game.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, whatever. I mean,
so was this a like you were dead either way situation then?
No, I win. If I didn't realize the copy went back on the stack.
I mean, like, if I went for the curve combo, like, if I hadn't have seen the sanctions, if I just went for the curve combo, would you have been dead? Because you said you had no counter spells, right?
Yeah, I would have died. The resculpts wouldn't have won game.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, if you just went for it, I would have died for sure.
Crazy game, dude. I had 2 cards left in my library.
Yeah.
This was honestly, I mean, legitimately, this was the most interesting and like kind of like.
Oh yeah. No, if everybody did this, this wouldn't be that bad of a format. But people didn't know how to build their decks, so
yeah.
it was just 2 control decks just fucking obliterating everybody else. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what ended up happening. So
yeah, I think if I could resubmit my deck, there are a couple of tweaks I would make, obviously, but like I think overall, the shell of what I was running was really good.
Like, I think if everybody just like, or is like, okay, I'm gonna draft blue, like it would or play blue, it would actually be interesting because counterspell wars and like that's actually interesting gameplay, like managing your resources and But when you're playing against somebody who's playing like a Jund land destruction deck, it's just not a game.
Yeah, GG's, right? Dude. This was a really cool match.
Okay, cool. Have a good one. I go eat.
Thank you for joining me for this Brawl League video. Just wanted to go ahead and post the Jank Diver Gaming schedule. So if you're not familiar with us and stumbled on this video, we are a online group of primarily cube players, but we've recently started this Brawlbarians Artisan Brawl League. So if you're interested in that, you can come join our Discord and sign up for that. Additionally, we cube 4 days a week. So on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, we do our JDG Cube. This is our flagship non-rarity restricted cube. On Friday, we do an F&M community voted on cube, where all the people who show up are given 3 choices in which to play. Saturday and Sunday at 2:30 EST, we have our alternative cubes. These are cubes made by either members of our community or admin team, and oftentimes highlight different aspects of Magic gameplay. These range from things such as an Affinity Cube, which is primarily revolving around artifacts. We have a Desert Cube. We have Standard Cube and a variety of other Peasant Cubes. That one's particularly popular. Speaking of Peasant Cube, on Saturday at 7:30, we do run our flagship Jank Diver Gaming Peasant Cube. You can find our YouTube content on youtube.com/Jank Diver Gaming, where Tim puts up a lot of draft videos as well as other things. You can find me streaming at twitch.tv/TeldTalk, and you can find me and the boys, Chris and Tim, over at the Jank Tank, which runs on Libsyn as well as YouTube and Spotify. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.